I am from Iran. I have plenty of friends from the country of Afghanistan, and I've personally been sort of unbelievably distraught and, relatively disappointed in the government of Canada's response to our obligations in that country. So the commitment I wanted to get from you, if I could, is that first, Mr. Trudeau is committed to accepting 40,000 refugees. I'm wondering if you would maintain that commitment and whether you would expand on that commitment to make sure those to whom we've made promises and those who are vulnerable in that country get the help that they deserve from a country like Canada.
Yes. And Arslan, I held Mr. Trudeau to account last night, or tried to, on this. This is an area where he's failed people that are at risk in Afghanistan because they help Canada. And he called an election rather than doing his job. We've been advocating for months, if not years. To his credit, when John McCallum was immigration minister, he worked with me and some veterans to get James Akam, a translator who was at risk at that time, to Canada. There's been no leadership for many years by Mr. Trudeau. And to think there were 1,200 Canadians in Afghanistan needing to be brought home, hundreds of contractors and interpreters, and he called an election. I will never, ever have an approach of putting my political interests ahead of the well-being of others. And I know many, many friends in the military that served in Afghanistan, and they're distraught that some of the people that supported them are at risk from the Taliban. We've got to stand by people who stood by us.
Can I, Arslan, I'm just going to jump in if I can. So 40,000 Afghan refugees, do you commit to that number as well?
Well, the priority we wanted is everyone that was at risk needs to get out quickly.
Yeah, but that's the Liberals' priority too. They're going to bring everybody out, and then they've got 40,000 on top of that.
Absolutely. And what we've said is we have to make sure our refugee program always accelerates people that are at risk for persecution, including the Rainbow Road, people that are at risk from the LGBTQ community. In that part of the world, of course, in terms of Iran as well, we've had very strong concerns with the RRGC, something the Revolutionary Guard Corps, the Liberals say one thing, they're going to list it as a terror entity. They do nothing for years, and of course it shot down an airliner. So we have to have serious foreign policy, and our refugee support needs to act quickly. That's our commitment. So we'll act, and we look forward to working with the community to help target the most at risk.
My apologies. I believe it's 20,000 that the Liberals have committed to. So it's the same number for you, I guess.